Hi there, my name is Dave Lorenzo and I work with lawyers in a company called Rainmaker Lawyer Consulting. We're here with 5 fantastic lawyers in downtown Miami and we've just finished what we call a strategic advisory group meeting. This is a group that meets once a month and we work on business strategy, practice management, and client acquisition tactics. These fantastic lawyers have something to share with you, and that's the one thing they take away from this meeting every month. So we're going to start with one of the premier personal injury attorneys and civil litigation attorneys in Miami, Judd Cone.
Hi. One of the things I really like about the group that instead of making a mistake that takes me 12 months and a couple $100,000 to figure out it doesn't work, I can float it in this group, and it usually takes about an hour, and it's free sitting in the group. And I also find out the ideas that work with a very short period of time. It's sort of like having a huge firm without all the obligations of a partner. I get to run my ideas past people who have already done it, and it's either been successful or not. So if I can go my entire life without a single original idea, I'm comfortable with that. This group will allow me to do it.
All right, now we're going to move over to Brad Gross, who's an intellectual property attorney.
So I think the best thing that I get out of this is the ability to run a best practice around the group and see not only if that would from their point of view fit my way of my practice, my way of doing things, but to see how they may have implemented that best practice themselves and to sort of weigh the good, the bad, and really do these things by trial in a group setting among professionals before I actually implement it. It saves me time, saves me money. It's just a great thing.
All right, thank you, Brad. Now we're going to move on to Julie Ferguson, who's an immigration attorney here in Miami.
I really enjoy the ability to share and bounce ideas off my colleagues here as a sole practitioner. That's one thing I really miss a lot. And another of my favorite parts of the meetings are the sharing of best practices. As Brad said, I've learned a lot from my colleagues, implemented ideas that they've used with staff, ideas that they've used in their marketing, and it's really been helpful to my practice.
And now we move over to our real estate attorney, and Russ Jacobs. Russ, what's the one thing that you get out of the meeting that's irreplaceable to you?
I would say it's probably strategic thinking. So busy every day trying to take care of clients, trying to think about marketing planning. There's really no dedicated time during the month where I can really focus on strategic planning, strategic thinking. And this session allows me to dedicate that time. It's forced time every month where I can macro plan and kind of come up with new marketing concepts and new ideas to keep my business growing.
Excellent. Thank you, Russ. And finally, we move on to Miami's premier IRS tax defense attorney, Steve Gritzner.
Well, actually, everybody said what I was already going to say, which is why I wanted to go first. But I think the one thing to me that's most important is the accountability and the fact that we come every month and we talk about things we're going to do and things we're going to implement. We're kind of accountable the following month to see if we've actually done what we said we're going to do. And I think that's so important because it really helps move your practice in the right direction and it helps really build your practice.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone. Again, my name is Dave Lorenzo, and if you have the opportunity to join one of these groups, I really encourage you to contact me as soon as possible because these groups fill up fast. You too can be one of these fantastic attorneys sharing new ideas each and every month, taking your practice to the next level.